Hey, what's up, everybody? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming here, and we are kicking off our Last of Us Part 2 Collectibles series. Now, you're probably a little confused. You're like, wait a minute, this is Chapter 2, Brian. This is Waking Up, not the prologue. Well, as it turns out, the prologue does not have any collectibles. But we're going to jump into Chapter 2, Waking Up, where we're going to get all trading cards, weapon parts, and, of course, an artifact. Now, I do want to just kind of cover how we're going to handle this series. As you can see here, we're going to actually remove all of the cutscenes and all non-essential gameplay. So if we get to the end of a level and there's no more collectibles, we're going to cut it off. We're not going to go ahead and finish the level. We also want to make a note that there are quick links down below in the video description. So if you're in a hurry to find a particular item, perhaps maybe you only need some weapon parts, or maybe you didn't find the artifact. Whatever the case may be, there should be some nice quick links down below to give you a good indication of where those are in the video. That'll help you get through them a lot quicker and faster. That's right, faster. I said it. So overall, we're going to cover all of the things that are fun and dandy in this game that are collectible related, and we'll probably end up doing some trophy cleanup, and we might even do some live streams on our other channel. Just kind of depends on what you guys want to see. But we will be covering all of the trading cards, the weapon parts, the artifacts, the journals, the coins, the safes, the workbenches, and of course the manuals. Now, I do want to explain how we're going to do the weapon parts, too. Now, a lot of the weapon parts are found in clumps. Sometimes they're ×1, ×2, ×3, and sometimes there's multiple stacked up there. So there are 3 different sections in this particular video where we grab weapon parts, but there are different numbers of parts in each one. I hope that makes sense, but essentially we're going to label all of the areas that there are parts and then tell you how many individual weapon parts there are. Kind of confusing, but at the same time, you'll get the hang of it. Now, we're almost to the first collectible. We're going to go ahead and hit the triangle prompt here to go ahead and go through the door. We're going to hang a Louie, or a left as they call it some places, and go ahead and make our way down to the main intersection where we get to pet our pooch. That's right, we got a doggo that we're going to go ahead and give some attention to. But before we do that, we're actually going to hang another left. I guess a Louie, depending on where you are. And here we go. We're going to drop down in here and hang a hard left instead of going straight. Now, this is kind of confusing because it could be right or left, but we're going to go hard left. Look at that. We're going to walk away from the doggo and go over in the corner by the truck. And a dude having a nice little adult beverage there. Sippy, sippy. Now, around the left-hand side, back on, we could have actually just hung a hard left and walked over on the porch there. But there it is. It's actually on the old cork board. It's our first collectible. That's right. It's a trading card. What is it? Seismicayla? Something like that. But on to the next. We're going to head back to the dog, give him the deserving greeting that he deserves. Something like that. I'll get it together, I promise. Next up, though, is going to be a weapon parts stash here. We're going to find it all the way. We're going to follow Buddy up the street here. And on the far right side corner, we're going to find a blacksmith here. Here we go. We're almost there. You can see he's got a bunch of stuff out here. They're pounding away in the back. And right there up front, we've got a handful of weapon parts. So turns out there are 7 overall, but it's 1 4 and 3 1s that add up to 7. Now, if you keep on back into this corner by the ladder, you're actually going to find it's an artifact. Check it out. So we've got 3 different types already. We got a trading card, a weapon part, as well as an artifact. All done did. Now we're going to follow Jesse into the old tipsy bar here. And this is just a quick reminder, we do have quick links down below in the video description. The reason for that is because we do have a cutscene coming up, and although I have removed a majority of it, there's still just some time in between, and we just want you guys to be familiar with the fact that we're going to have those quick links, because we know that you already are going to find some of these as you go through, and you're going to know what you're looking for based on the chapter select and which items are there or not there for you. So those quick links are going to come in major handy. Now, before leaving the bar, after the cutscene, the big talk there, you're going to turn around and go all the way back. And over by the dartboard in the corner, you're going to find a barrel with a card on it. It's the Keene Twins Battle. Looks like they are heroes. I'm sure that's actually telling us some stories about what's going on locally. I haven't really paid attention. I haven't got that far yet, so we'll pay a little more mind to that as we get a little further. Now, ironically, we've gone through the bar and we've popped out the other side. Remember where we found that artifact? Kind of tucked over by this ladder here? Check this out. There's actually a scaffolding right there. And right by the ladder on the opposite side. So that's kind of crafty how they did that. There are 3 individual weapon parts, all ×1. So pick them all up and get on out of there. Now, before we head all the way out and follow to the final conversation we're actually going to go to the end of the street here, and before following to the left, we're going to go straight, and we're going to find a box with a few more weapon parts on them. And once we pick up all 5 of those guys, see that squirrel up there? Squirrel! We're going to go ahead and find those guys just to the right on that pallet there. You should see them flashing already. There they go. There's a 1Z, a 3Z, and another 1Z. We'll go ahead and swoop them all up, and guess what? That is it for collectibles as far as this level goes. So pat yourselves on the back. You've officially 100%ed Chapter 2 of The Last of Us. Hey, waking up, pretty easy peasy. The next one's even easier. In fact, there's only 1 collectible. So some of these videos are going to be rather short. Some of them are going to be rather long. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to smash that like button if you did. As for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time...